Okay, so moving on from the toy aisle to the video game aisle. You know what I'm saying? So just a few steps over. You don't worry about it. Just you don't break a sweat. Just walk over to the video game aisle. Um, there are details regarding the physical release of the upcoming TMNT Shredder's Revenge video game, and they are really exciting. Actually, we've covered this before, and kind of the idea that Limited Run Games is going to be handling a physical release of of potentially at the time maybe the soundtrack on vinyl. And like maybe what's going to be in the game box. Well, we kind of got an image of that kind of via a tweet from Limited Run Games. And this is what's going to appear in the standard edition. So you've got the game, obviously a physical copy, and you can see here for Switch and PS4, it's branded. Yeah. And so that's going to come with a physical copy, like on disc, and Xbox. Nice. And you are going to get a reversible cover that comes in it, which is really cool. So more art on that. The sprite stickers, which you can see on the screen, look really cool. And love that. And like a booklet that has art and stuff like that, like design art and concepts for the game. So Limited Run Games tweet, the tweet also mentions that not only will this version be available from their site, but also in major retailers. And they continue to say, quote, tune in to LRG3 on June 6th for a collector's edition reveal. And we'll be obviously getting into that. Now, another image appeared online that looked to be a different version of the physical release. And upon like further investigation, it appears this image is of the Signature Edition version by Signature Edition Games. And they're going to be handling distribution in the European territories, whereas LRG is handling it in the States. And that's cover looks the same. You've got different sprite stuff. The booklet could be the same. You just don't know, honestly. But yeah, like in the signature version, like the kind of the biggest things that kind of come out is like you've got numbered art, right? That's signed. A soundtrack CD like is what we kind of think we see there. A metal coaster of a manhole cover, which is pretty gross. A shredder keyring, a pizza keyring, a pocket guide booklet that fits inside the game case, pixelized turtle head pins. Those are pins. That's fantastic. Yeah. And one randomly selected turtle mask. You get your own turtle mask. So get ready. But that's kind of the update and the wrap up right now. Once again, if you're living in Europe, then SEG is going to be your source. Here in the Americas, LRG. So what do you think on this? Like, is this where does this kind of fit with your expectations of what you could see LRG doing for the release?
Well, what's weird was the first thing I saw was the what is it? The signature run or game? What is that? The signature edition games.
Game, yeah.
That I saw that first. So at first I thought, but the way it is, it's like you didn't see Limited Run's logo anywhere and stuff like that. But just it was early in the morning. I'm like, oh snap, there's that. We're gonna have to talk about this on the show. But I kind of remembered what it looked like, but didn't investigate any further. And I was kind of disappointed a little bit, given what I know about Limited Run Games and some of the stuff they've done. Disappointed is a strong word. It's just it didn't ring my bell. It didn't pop my top, as some people say. And just something didn't just hit. But it's neat, because then I saw that later that Limited Run put out their actual tweet with their standard edition, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then there's going to be okay, so that kind of redeemed my hype a little bit. Brought it back up.
They're kind of trying to work you up from the bottom to the top a little bit,
right?
Which I think is nice.
Absolutely.
It's a good way of like revealing extra content and stuff like that. It's going to be in there.
Absolutely. And so I'm really excited now for June 6th. So that's going to be really cool, and hopefully they're going to have a lot of things that are similar, if not different versions of this, so you have options on which ones you want to go with. Now, one thing that has me like thinking, like, I'm going to bring this back up. I'm going to spend some alone time with everyone real quick. You can still hang around, Ryan, but
sure,
you can talk. You can be heard but not seen.
I'm the third wheel. I got you. I'll just go over there.
Right. So I want to talk about the standard edition from limited run games. Now, this is intriguing. Now, I might be missing something, as you know, we're fallible here at Turtle Soup, Channel 6 to Midnight News. You know, a lot of stuff's off the cuff, and you know, it's not very you know, we just kind of shoot from the hip sometimes, and we don't know. Like, so we rely on our fans and listeners and our support group, our community group, our family, our patrons, all of you people, to inform us if we're missing something, and let us know if we're loud and wrong. This is something I think I might be reading too much into this. I might be right on the money. I don't know. But I don't understand why we need a second cover for this video game when the first one looks badass and the other one, the special one, which is this one right here, all it looks like is, okay, so we took all the cool stuff. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping around here. We took all the cool stuff from the background on the standard edition, and we just removed it and replaced it with this weird dot matrix kind of, like from afar it looked like a brick wall, but this just looks like a generic background. So this has me thinking, on the one hand, there's this area right above Splinter where we thought Casey Jones might go, or another character. Yeah. I still think that there might be a possibility we're going to get another reveal. But I'm not going to bet money on it, but there's a lot of things that I could see happening there. But nevertheless, I think that this is very telling, that this does not look like enticing to me, that there's just this bland version of the game, the cover of the game. When you're especially trying to sell it as, like, you know, get the physical edition, you get this extra sleeve that has less cool characters on it. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I have a feeling that
I think that's all. I think that's all in the eye of the beholder. I think that just some people might say that that's more striking. That stands out as more definitive and a little bit more dynamic than, say, just having the whole, like, front, like, plastered in art. Honestly, I would have liked, honestly. The lackluster part to me is not like we decided to, like, isolate the good guys versus having the Shredder in the background. I think the interesting part to me is, like, why isn't it just different art? Precisely,
which is what leads me to think that. Yeah. That's furthering my thought process on this. This seems strange. I get this. The striking point you made is very striking. It's a striking good point. But you know, but then to follow that up with, why didn't they just change the art? All they did was make the fonts bigger and move them, like, from the bottom to the top, and now we're here. You know what I'm saying? And I will say it's evocative of the Turtles 2, the arcade game, a little bit, where they're busting through the brick wall with the skateboards. Color-wise, it's evocative of that, but I don't think that's what it is. Something's telling me that that's just a cut and paste kind of job. It looks fine to get the job done, but I think there's going to be another reveal that will be
and we have like those are going to be the actual covers too. Like we have honestly no idea at this point. But yeah, I think, I mean, just to kind of wrap it up, I'm excited. I think real quick, if you had to have one thing, so in this collector's edition, like, I'm going to tell you that you're seeing it.
Okay.
Honestly, except for one item.
Oh, one item.
And
dang.
I'm from the future, and I say there's only one item that's added to the collector's edition. But I can just tell you from the future, it's worth it. Like, you'll be buying the collector's edition, and it will be one more physical item. What would that, in your mind, what would that one item be? Where you go, in the future, you go, damn, dude, Future Ryan was dead right. I'm buying the collector's edition, and it is the standard edition with just one more physical item, and it popped me to buy it. What would that one item be?
Oh, I've got two, but if I had to pick one,
just one. That's the whole challenge.
I know, that's the whole challenge. I'm gonna say, oh goodness, it sucks because, like, I don't know. I'm gonna say the soundtrack. The soundtrack is cool as hell. Like the amount of detail that they've put in the art of this makes me want an art book. But it also makes me know that they've put so much detail into the crafting of this game that the soundtrack is probably going to be fantastic. So having that, especially turtle branded with this this artwork is going to be really neat to have on the shelf or whatever in the collection. So that's going to be really cool. So the soundtrack on CD or vinyl or both would be pretty rad from me. But what about you? Where are you at on that?
I kind of went with vinyl too, but you know what would make me kind of pop on it? I think you and I feel very differently about this.
Mm-hmm.
If it was like a box set of 10 inches. If it was like 2 10 inches.
Ooh.
And so what happens is like they show you the collector's edition and it's one of those really sturdy boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like really sturdy.
Yeah.
And it's opened and you see 2 10 inches and like, you know, one is like it's almost like a yin yang thing, or like the vinyl is very like it's colored and like super crazy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, or like glow in the dark vinyl or something, and they're like, this is what's up, like ooze, like mutant ooze vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, because like, you know, 10-inch box set's pretty cool, like, you know what I mean? Like it would be I think it would have to be vinyl. And I think it would be would make me go like, well, I guess I'm buying collector's edition. Yeah. Would be if it was a unique record in my record collection.
Right. Interesting.
Something that I go like, oh, this is like. What's that little box? Oh, like actually that's like a soundtrack and it's got like all this awesome art inside. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, and it's 2 10 inches. I'd be like obsessed with it.
Goodness. Yeah. That's a cool idea. I love the idea of the 10 inches in theory. I don't like listening to them because then I have to, it's a lot of get up and
you're not
change it.
I know you're not, I was trying to recall, I know you're not a 10-inch fan.
Yeah.
Like
I appreciate
them,
it,
right?
but
do you have a thing against 10 inches?
Yeah, because it's not quite 12.
Yeah,
it's like 2 inches shy. It's like, give me 2 inches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've worked with 2 inches my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know, I had some, I mean, there's nothing like a 10-inch record with that's trying to be a 12-inch. Like all the grooves are super compressed. It's like old punk records and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I could see if they stretched it out though, because it's just soundtrack's worth. Like it would sound really great. So that would be my thing, is being like, I can't wait to hear like that digital music on the vinyl medium, like with that much like room for the grooves and stuff. Like it'd be like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of what I'm looking at.
Well, I'm gonna cheat. I want to get your thoughts on this. What do you think? What's the thing that it's a slip mat, but I saw it recently. Somebody had it. I don't know if it was our buddy Odie or not. I don't think it was him, but somebody in a group that we're in, I think, posted that there's a Mario soundtrack, and the slip cover, or it's the record, one of the two, has Mario, like when it spins, it shows him running and doing all this stuff, and it's like, I forget what it's called.
No,
but yeah. But it's him doing all this cool stuff, and he's got the I think it's from Mario 3, so I think he's got the raccoon tail, and and it's constantly just running, and I love that. It's kind of lenticular but a little different, and
dude, like two 10-inch set means each side is a turtle.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
That would be another huge one.
Yeah,
that'd be huge for me. I'm not usually a fan of picture discs, but like, how much am I going to listen to this record versus how much do I want to like own it and look at it and see the art? Like, yeah. Like I'm going to be on that tip.
Zoetrope is the word that we were looking for. Shout out to our correspondent M. Wilson in the chat. Thank you so much for that.
Excellent.
Because but either way, slip mats or the actual record doing that, or the slip mat, that would be really cool, and that might be the way to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So really exciting. Like So once again, in the comments, you can turtle mail us. You can email us at turtlesoupshow@gmail.com, otherwise known as turtle mailing. Also, otherwise known as the hotline.
Yes.
Reach out to us there or in the comments on this video and let us know what you think about all this stuff that we covered. And what are you really looking forward to, and stuff like that. And we will be back next week potentially with more turtle news. And for Channel 6 to Midnight, I'm Ryan Guy. For Eric Crosby, you get a snack. We'll be right back.